My name's Tommy. I'm in Huddersfield Town Centre right now. I'm doing this recording for invisible people to give some sort of voice and some characters or people that are invisible, so to speak. You know, some story behind why they are, who they are, and where they've got to, and where they've come from, and why. I'm currently homeless / temporarily emergency homeless due to start off from being, a lot of people might have seen me begging for food and drink in town. In the last couple of years, let me just start with, I'll say, from November 2021, I was staying at somebody's house and stabbed me 5 times. I still ain't getting much help, no help from the police or any part of the system. I've not got no help from no one like that, or the council. Then I got put in a property which wasn't safe anyway, and unbeknownst to me, which I'll tell you soon what was discovered after, I thought I'd accidentally dropped a cigarette and set a fire, and now the fire started. I've docked it. There was only one smoke alarm in by the way, not enough sufficient. Then the fire started again, so it must have lit up again, so I thought, until I heard a couple of weeks ago, which I'll tell you in a second. So I went to try and dock it the second time when I heard the smoke alarm, and it was too much. I couldn't dock it, so I was trapped in the house fire, and because there were boards on the windows from vandalism and whatever else, I was trapped inside there. Unbeknownst to me, it's come out, it was riddled with asbestos also. I couldn't get out of the house, and I managed to just get out and get everybody else out. Then ended up getting arrested for arson, which the police said to me that they only kept me because they thought I was suicidal, that's why they did that. But I had to go to the hospital from the nurses' comments and from what they'd seen, the coughing up blood and the blacks that were coming out of the chest all right. Yeah, then I found out, this was only a couple of weeks ago, I found out the second time, and no one else could have known these facts. The second time, someone else had relit it, so they tried to burn me down and I was trapped in there. But anyway, enough of that anyway. So, on the Monday morning I had a Horton housing worker who took me to the council. The council turned round and said they waited like they normally do till 5 to 5 before the closing, and said, we can't rehouse you or give you emergency accommodation, and told me and expected me to go back and reside in the property, which, like I said, was discovered to be riddled with asbestos. That was for 3 weeks, and then the men what were suited and booted in white suits came and said he's been condemned, asbestos poisoning, which has still not been dealt with yet. Then that's only when then they decided to put me in emergency accommodation. But before that, like I said, I've got post-traumatic stress disorder, I've got mental health problems. I got stabbed 5 times, he punched me in the lung, my abdomen, severed the main artery, all by my heart, all this stuff was. And that's what I was living with. So basically they were trying to say I made myself intentionally homeless because I didn't go back. You know, they wonder why people want to drink and do whatever they do to forget the truth when their head's that battered. I just recently had my mum die, and my family didn't even tell me and tell me the fact that she was getting cremated the day after. I didn't understand why that was when she had enough insurance policies. They don't realise, as the youngest, I lived with her 10 years after. Before, because we grew up on a council estate and worked every hour God sent as a single mum, and to pay a mortgage and pay her bills, and so everyone had a good work ethic and stuff like that. But mental health problems we can't help and have any control over, which I had a mental breakdown. Anyway, as I was saying, my mum a couple of weeks ago she passed away, and it was just weird, and that's why I believe things happen for a reason, because I've not spoken to my dad for years, but things happen for a reason. They must do, because she rung him and said, "Why is your son on the streets? Why is he having to pay for food and stuff like that? Do you know what he's going through?" It's like, I feel so sorry for him because he gets harassed by, picked on by people that should be helping him, don't get no looking, and they try and turn it as if it's your fault. Then my dad said, "When was the last time I spoke to you?" And I said, "A couple of years ago." I said, "We're not, I've got a lot, I don't want to tell her because I knew she was ill on oxygen masks and whatever else, and I thought the stress, I'd kill her. My mum sold her house and bought a house in Blackpool so she could retire and have a good life down there." Then I found out, which she had not told me, that cancer, a last post on the internet, which I've not seen because I'm not online and don't have access to that from being on the streets and whatever else, that last post in January 20th said, "I'm getting rat-assed because the cancer's riddled everywhere now." Then when I spoke to my dad, the first time in years, he spoke to me and said, "When was the last time you spoke to your mum?" And I said, "A couple of years ago." He said, "She passed away 2 days ago." And I burst into tears and I said, "You know what, you, sorry about the language, you this, that, but why aren't you done it? Why aren't you been there? You always used to slay me mum and whatever else. And I had to go into care and this, that and other, and bad things happened, and I told the truth. And that's why my head was battered and I wanted to drink and do other things. I wanted to take drugs and everything else to forget about them." But
have you ever been to prison or anything? Or is it
yeah.
You have to tell me.
I've been to prison, of course, I've loads of times I've been to prison, but it's been for minor things, because it's like, now I drive a beg, right, and instead of, because that's the lowest thing I can do, instead of committing a crime, instead of stealing or singing or robbing and things like that,
Where did you stay last night, and where are you staying at the moment? Are you in accommodation?
I've got sort of / emergency temperature accommodation, which this is told no white goods or nothing provided. It's been a year now since that fire happened, what I was trapped in. They left me 3 weeks so they expected me to stay there. All the photographs and everything, the solicitors are handling it. Photographs and everything show it, won't even pick the human habitation, that's it. Let alone to know the asbestos had been kicked off in it. But yeah, so there's all that going on.
So what message would you give to kind of younger people, the younger generation now, from your life experience?
Younger generations, sometimes it's the people around you as well as the things that you peer pressure, things that you do. You're influenced by other people to fit in with a group, and even if it's just a joint or whatever, no, it is a gateway drug. Everything's a gateway drug, yeah. It will lead to something else, and something else, and something else. And the amount of people that I've seen now that they're on crack, they're on this, they're on that, they're on whatever. Now, if someone asked me, because I could get hold of any drug I wanted if I wanted to borrow them, but
so the
I
message
wouldn't
would be,
do so.
Yeah, don't take drugs. Is that the
Don't do so. Don't. And if those people want to do it, obviously you're not going to listen to me. You're not going to think. But I've lived it, and from look at the life that I've gained from it, all my teeth got kicked out. It jumped on my legs, so all my nerves are damaged. Stabbed me 5 times, all by my heart. I've still got, I'm internally bleeding still at the minute.
Well, thank you for speaking to us anyway today. Thank you for telling your story. That's fantastic. Thank you.